Well, everybody, this is Kliq. That's Kevin. I'm Sean, and we're back live and in person after a really tumultuous past 6 days.
As I walk into the fucking the condo that I use as a studio with my son, and me and T walk in, we're like, wait, we get into the fucking lanai, and I'm opening the condo, and all of a sudden, we hear this fucking sound. We look at each other like, what the fuck? It's like you can't even we couldn't even hear each other talk. It was so loud. They've got these disaster units that dehumidify and dry, and one sucking shit and throwing it in my sink. And I walked in here yesterday. There's not a drop of fucking. This is one of those deals. This is why our insurance is so fucking high in Florida, because somebody hoodwinked these old motherfuckers that run this building, that run my board, that I was on for 10 years, and used to fucking, at least there was somebody that, had a fucking, like, 2 cents of fucking, like, common sense. Like, so I remember one time, like, one of the things was we needed a roof. And so one of my friends is an engineer, and he came up and he looked at the roof. So they got 2 estimates, one for $180,000, one for $147,000. Each one had a 10-year warranty. My engineer came back with a membrane that would cost $10,000, and it had a 10-year warranty. And they're hemming and hawing, and the exact same insurance coverage if there's leak or damage, except you're saving yourself, bottom line, $137. I just sat there and I'm just like, do I need to hand out fucking like an actual like legal pad and a pencil and we can go through this? It's like, motherfucker.
So that would have been, that wasn't covered by just your HOA fees. That would have been like a special assessment where you had to pay.
Yeah, it would have been
thousands of dollars.
Actually, at the time, because we ran the building so fucking tight, that we had $230,000 in reserve.
Wow.
And it's just like, oh, so we have 230, so let's spend 190. How about we spend 10?
Yeah. What did they go with?
They went with a 10.
Right. So you didn't take water in that unit, but they put all this equipment in there to dry out a dry unit?
Yeah, because they've got 2 fucking semi-trucks from the disaster relief downstairs. And, they got to put them somewhere, right? If they don't use them, they can't charge you.
Right.
So
they have a contract with like ServPro or one of those companies.
Oh no, this is disaster shit. This isn't ServPro. This isn't your local. These are out of state people. I want to think they're from these fuckers are from New Jersey.
Oh, don't trust them.
Yeah, they had keys access to my crib today. I'm surprised my fucking shit's here.
That's a little shocking that you walked in and somebody was in the. But they didn't even call you?
No, didn't he? Well, I wouldn't know because the Wi-Fi. It works here, but it doesn't fucking work anywhere on my peninsula.
Oh, right.
Like we don't have like Spectrum. Good luck with getting your Wi-Fi in your fucking residential.
Right. Man, so when did it first hit you down?
The first
on the East Coast?
The first ban that was over tropical storm was Wednesday at about 4:40 p.m.
And that comes in as just rain.
No,
or you're getting wind. You're getting wind too.
That comes in as a tropical 45-mile-an-hour wind with fucking sideways rain. That me and T were trying to shore up a thing outside, and fucking we both got pelted like a motherfucker. Like it's like somebody came by with a Mac 10 with airsoft and blasted us in the face. And I looked at him and he looked at me and he says, Dad, he says, man, can't we wait till like these bands stop and come back out and try to shore this up? And I looked at him, I'm like, yeah, good command call, bud. We walked in, it never stopped. It just picked up from there.
And went straight through.
Went to
2 days.
About Thursday at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon was when it was like we actually like started opening hurricane shutters and yeah.
What about neighbors? Like I know you did okay somewhat. I mean, you were
Well, there's
without
eight
Wi-Fi and stuff.
there's eight houses in a row on the ocean that have now bonded together, and they all had seawalls. And what happened is the people that like you can't get it, like you can't come in now and permit a seawall, because if you were to permit a seawall, like that was one of the biggest problems we had with the oceanfront properties that we had, was they wouldn't allow us to build a seawall. So basically you're counting on the dunes to protect your house, and even though there's 40 or 50 feet of dunes before your property line, if it goes and starts digging in and it goes underneath your house, and your house is built on 30-foot tall pylons,
Right.
cement pylons, once you lose access to your house, like you can't get to your house and you have to leave it, it becomes the county's property.
Wow. But you sent me a photo. It looked like the dunes were eroded
Because it
right up to
that house, which is in close proximity to ours, had 14-foot tall by 10-foot wide, probably 7 or 8 inch thick, concrete reinforced slabs that were at seawall. And what it did was, if you looked at that picture, because it goes counterclockwise, and I don't know how this thing will do on this thing, but because it goes counterclockwise, that's today. That's today at 5 o'clock. Because it goes counterclockwise, that's a couple streets. That's 2 streets from 2 blocks from our house, but one is 2 streets from the ocean and one from the river.
yeah, and it's still. I mean, and this is days.
And I went around. It's 6 days. I went around the pylon to take that. Like, there's a pylon in the street basically saying, "Hey, dumb fucks, don't drive down here."
Yeah.
So, and you have to do that.
And your streets are lined with those trucks, right? I have a photo of that too.
Yeah.
Your streets are lined with the disaster recovery, so they're just running.
Yeah, they put up
putting units.
Put up the disaster. I think that's people think that we didn't get hit down here. Yeah, who's got the picture of the disaster trucks that I sent?
Steve, you have that one? The
Steve?
the green. The
You got a
green
call?
trucks. I think they are Surf Pro. They're the Surf Pro disaster trucks. They have special ones.
I don't know about that.
I'm looking at it right here. Yeah, let's see. There you go.
There we go. I don't know. Does that say Surf Pro on them?
Yeah, the triangle, the little house.
Yeah,
triangle.
that's just the one that's taking care of that building.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I mean, there's fucking every brand on earth, every company on earth is down here. But so thanks to my buddy Sean, who is on Facebook, he smarted me up to an appearance that I have that was scheduled for me on Saturday in Tulsa at the Vintage Toy Mart or Mall or whatever the fuck it is. And this fucking asshole